We're Simone and Giovanni, and over the last 2 years, we quit our jobs, moved to Mexico with our dog, got married, and began our journey to visit all 32 states of Mexico.
In the last episode, we went on a full day trip to the Pueblo Magico of Tequila to do some tasting, explore the vibrant town, and try our first cantarito. So, in this episode, we're traveling 2.5 hours south of Guadalajara to the Pueblo Magico of Mazamitla.
We explore the beautiful Alpine town square, try a rather interesting dish called Bote, and go on an epic hike to this incredible waterfall. Stick around till the end where we share a full room tour of our luxury mountain cabin. Strong, eh? Vámonos!
Al centro de Mazamitla. Really?
Look at the sun on the pine trees. It's so beautiful here.
Where we're staying is only about a 10-minute walk into town. We're actually headed to find breakfast first. I've never seen anything like it.
At least here in Mexico.
Oh my goodness. I had no idea that this kind of terrain actually existed in Mexico. We're going on a hike later, so we're going to be like in the forest, which I'm super, super excited about. Okay, let's do it. I'm hungry. Okay, so we are at the Mercado Municipal. It's absolutely stunning. Wow, this is beautiful. This is the most beautiful entrance to a Mercado Municipal I've seen
And it's
before.
clean. Usually these markets tend to not be that clean, but this is clean.
Yeah. Wow, look at the view, wow. Buen día. Buen día. I don't know exactly what we're looking for breakfast. I think we're probably just going to go with the most interesting thing because we are in like a new region for us. So if we find something that we haven't tried before, that's probably what we're going to go for.
I'm getting a gordita, Simone is getting a quesadilla. Some break.
Yeah, muchísimas gracias.
Manuel.
Gracias. So I actually got quesadillas, which on our side of Mexico, they take the tortilla, they fill it on one side, and they flop it over, and then they just grill it. Here, what they call quesadillas is what we would actually call empanadas back home. So what they do is they take the dough, they flatten it out, they fill it, fold it over, and they deep fry it.
Mexican food is eaten by you with your finger.
If you go down to the main square, you're definitely going to find more like international style breakfasts, but we'd highly recommend coming to the market and trying something authentic and local. First thing, you're obviously getting more of the local experience. Secondly, the food here is incredibly affordable. Something that we've noticed here is that all of the buildings have wood finishings on them, which fits very well with like the mountain terrain that we're in, and all of the walls are painted half white and half red. Man, this cathedral's very pretty, eh? Yeah.
And also the cathedral has the colors of the town.
Yeah.
Like,
Stone is something that we've noticed is also a big feature in this town. Oh, this one's got statues out in the front. It's got the papel picado. Just beautiful. Should we go have a look inside?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Buen día. Oh wow, look at those chandeliers, my love. It's so beautiful. This is the first time I've seen a cathedral with like a second story, and they've got beautiful stained glass windows all along the side.
Well, as in any place in Mexico, or at least the touristic areas, you will find the letters of the town. Mazamitla is not an exception because it's a Pueblo Mágico, so they need to have these letters.
So if you look down any of the roads that feed off of the main square, you just see mountains. We're just we're in Sierra del Tigre, like the Tiger mountain range.
Tiger Mountain Range.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Yeah.
Kioscos or main plazas are, one of the main purposes are like bring the people together. Yeah?
Yes.
It's like if you want to come for a date or with your friends or something, just to have a chat.
And continuing with the theme of like the Alpine town, this entire kiosk is made out of hardwood, which just looks absolutely stunning. And they've got music playing. Wow.
The name of Mazamitla comes from the Nahuatl, which is an indigenous language from this region. And actually the best of the translation can be where deer are hunted with arrows.
Oh, okay. You want the belly rubs.
He belongs to
Oh,
someone.
yeah, he does. He looks like he's in decent health. So we're leaving town for now. We'll be back a bit later, but while we've got like midday warmth and sunlight to work with, we're actually headed out into the forest.
Yeah.
Get you left drunk of my heart.
We're going on a hike and we really need to take something to eat and drink while we are there because we don't know how many hours we're gonna be there. We're gonna stop by a tiendita and get some supplies because we probably need them.
Yeah. Definitely water. Hola, buen día. This is Giovanni's all-time Mexican favorites. These are papas naturales and they come with salsa valentina. Salsa valentina is amazing on these chips.
We're going to actually take a taxi to the entrance of the hiking trail. Just to walk there is going to be half an hour. We really want to maximize the most that we can.
The guy in the tiendita told us that it would be like a 30-minute walk to the entrance of the hike. I think he's totally underestimated. And I think it would be at least 45 minutes, but like going up and down and the terrain is pretty hectic.
Just arrived here. Gracias, Luis. Bye. ¿Y como cuánto tiempo se hace caminando de aquí a la cascada?
Como unos 35 minutos.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Alright, so we're about 2 minutes into our walk and you hear nothing except the sound of our footsteps and some birds. Seriously, if there was a real life town that Snow White would choose to live in, this would be it.
I like it here.
Hello, friend. Are you coming with us? Come, let's go. Let's go. I knew he would come with us.
He won't harass all the pets in the entire world.
I don't. Were you okay?
Yeah, what was that?
It was a branch. We're actually right now over the wishing well. I think one of our wishes would be that this video goes viral. So if you guys want to help us out with that, like, subscribe, share, comment, do all of the things that the algorithm does. Uno, dos, tres. Oh, our friend is here again. Hello, friend. I wish we could show you every single cabana we walk past because all of them are so jaw-droppingly beautiful and so unique in their own way. They are all like based around like a certain aesthetic. So they all have like the stone, the cobble, the terracotta roofing, the wood. But yeah, they're just absolutely beautiful. What is this, Mana?
Chapel.
This is a chapel.
I would assume people get married here. Where?
Oh, that would be beautiful, hey? Oh, cool.
That's cool, eh?
Oh, wow, look at this. Wow, what a unique chapel.
AC not needed. These places keep very, very cold or fresh.
Beautiful place to get married.
We are assuming that we're getting close to the waterfall because we're here in the water falling.
Wow. You know that you can drink that water? That's what at least that's what Bear Grylls says. If the water is moving over rocks, then it's safe to drink.
Filthy and stinking, but undeniably lovely.
What do you see?
I can see the waterfall. Really?
Yeah. That decline looks like no joke, eh? As you can see, the terrain is pretty rough here. Wow.
To be honest, this is the first time I see a waterfall.
And it's a beautiful one too.
Simone is thinking if she's gonna get inside and have a swim.
I think it's probably not going to be comfortable, but I also feel like I'm going to regret it if I don't get it. Freezing.
Enter.
Lisos.
How's the water? How's the water?
I can't feel my feet anymore.
You good? Do it! Simone is the most adventurous, so that's why she sacrifices for the road team.
You can actually feel the wind gusts from, from the force of the water.
Yeah.
It's very cool. I'm very glad I did this. And I'm so glad that I swam in that water. It was freezing, but I mean, how many opportunities do you get in your life to swim in alpine water? Alright, we found our way back up to the top of the waterfall and we're gonna sit here and enjoy our snacks and our water.
The view from here is
Amazing, eh? TripAdvisor did warn us that it would be quite the trek uphill on the way back, and they were not lying. Whew. I don't know if it's the altitude that I'm struggling with, or if I'm just that unfit.
we made it.
That last incline up the hill is the freaking worst. It's hectic.
But we did it.
But it was an amazing, amazing walk. Bring your hiking shoes, bring your activewear, bring your bathing suits if you're brave enough, and come and do this hike. It's beautiful.
Snacks and water, important. Other than that, you are good to go.
And I would definitely recommend doing what we did by coming in the middle of the day, because the temperature drops very quickly as soon as the sun starts to disappear.
Aquí donde podemos comer bote.
Allí en un restaurante Tina.
El Tina.
We had read that there is a very traditional dish from this region, so Giovanni asked our taxi driver where we were going to find the best version of it.
Yes, and he actually recommends a place here near the main plaza.
It seems like our taxi driver doesn't know where to get bote because he recommended a restaurant that doesn't even serve bote. So we happened to find another restaurant here in the main plaza that serves it. We just received the bote. First impressions, I don't think I'm gonna like it. But we're gonna give it a try. We decided to have it just because it is the most traditional dish from this specific town. The stew is made from that pulque, which is the fermented agave sap, with a whole massive combination of different meats and veggies and all of that kind of thing. Chucked it all together, and there you go. You've got bote.
Not bad, eh?
There's no deer in this, is there? Meat is alright. Alright. In all honesty, I definitely would never order this again. It's okay. If you don't like stews and if you don't like a big concoction of meats, I can't recommend it.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're now down on Hidalgo Street, and this is where you're going to find a whole lot of like handcrafts and souvenirs and that kind of thing.
And what we hear about this street, it gets more like alive when it's weekends, like Saturdays and Sundays mainly.
Yes, and at night.
Yeah.
We've pretty much done what we set out to do today. We're going to go back to our cabin and we're going to enjoy our cabin for the rest of the evening because it is freaking beautiful. So, I mean, we don't want to waste it.
I think one of the most beautiful places we ever been.
Oh, yeah. We found the mini super. Papas. Need this for our coffee. We've got an espresso machine in our room. You want to get one of those?
Yeah. It's like a butter cookie with like dried fruit. Seems it's traditional from here because I've seen it a lot.
Something that we learned when we were in Ajijic and Chapala is that berries are actually grown in this region, which makes them incredibly affordable. You're going to go and grab some blueberries right now.
Or strawberries.
Or strawberries, or just any kind of berries. And I think that's us. Giovanni doing a great job.
Huh? Uno de estos, por favor.
Claro que sí, ¿te doy bolsita?
Sí.
Perfecto, gracias.
Gracias.
Gracias. All right, so we got our snacks, we got some water, we got some blackberries. Yeah, we're just headed back to the hotel now to enjoy the rest of our evening. Un gato, dos perritos. Hola. Hola. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Oh, you like it. Oh, you like it. Oh, yes. Okay. See you later.
Oh, we arrived.
You're back.
We have new wood.
Oh yeah, we got new wood for our fireplace. That's wonderful.
Welcome to our humble abode.
Ooh, okay. In just a second, we're going to give you a room tour. We just need to put all of our stuff down. Welcome to my crib. I'm joking. Okay, so as you walk in here, the very first thing that you of course notice are these beautiful wooden ceilings and this fireplace. This fireplace is just beautiful. We've got a massive king-size bed over here. We've got a beautiful desk over there. We've got some chairs over there. My favorite part of the room is the hot tub. How beautiful is that view? And then we've got a little kitchenette over here. We've got a refrigerator, a microwave, and an espresso machine. We've got some closet space for our luggage, and we've got a beautiful, very spacious bathroom. So yeah, and actually something that I can really appreciate about this place is they actually leave you the most luxurious products, which...
And they're made in Mexico, eh?
And they're made in Mexico, in Vervan.
More for the bride.
More for the bride.
You think we're gonna use all of that?
Yeah, we've got lots of bonbons to eat.
I actually have never had a chimney. Never used it. I mean, I have never had, so I've never used that.
Ah, interesting. There you go. Oh my gosh. Best blackberries I've ever had. We knew Mazamilta was going to be beautiful, but we had no idea it was going to be this beautiful. We are absolutely obsessed with this place. Never mind the fact that we are literally staying in the most beautiful place in town. So tomorrow we're actually going to be making an entire video on the room and on the property. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you're subscribed and make sure that the notification bell is turned on so that you're notified when we upload.
Yeah, of course, as well. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a big thumbs up. A commenting in our videos because actually helps to YouTube to push our content, our videos to a wider audience. That help us so much. So that being said, we will see you in the next episode. Hasta luego. Join us in the next episode where we take you on an adventure up the mountains of Mazamitla and give you a full tour of this luxury cabin resort.